Hi guys, what's going on? This is namkraftvn and welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. We're back with round of 24 of ASL Season 19. This is a second set, Shuttle versus Calm. Like I mentioned to you, this is going to be best of one for the first two games. Actually, it's going to be best of one for all of the games. So we'll have only 5 sets per day of matches. So that's what we have. Anyways, the map is going to be once again that map, Eclipse. And we're going to be having Shuttle at the top right of the screen and Calm at the bottom left. Looks like there's going to be Shuttle getting ready to expand. Wow. Shuttle's going for blind expansion. This is a usual build here because on this map, the Zerg cannot scout you correctly. I mean, because there are only 2 players, so they tend to scout with only Overlord and not with a drone. And that really help out you to kind of get an early advantage there. So that's really cool, I think. So that's that. But anyways, what else do I want to tell you about? So Shuttle is usually not a good player by any stretch of imagination, but sometimes he does some good attacks. So let's see how he will perform here today. He's been doing great in some of the daily Pro Leagues matches, but then he kind of go back to just being a noob. So that's that. And a lot of you have said that, do not disrespect him because he's an ASL champion. That is right. Shuttle is an ASL champion, albeit a long time ago, very long ago. And let me just quickly show you some cool stuff to back up what I mean by that. So if you look at, well, first of all, if you look at the Elo stats and you know exactly that today, Shuttle is not in the top 10. And his Elo scores is kind of low, usually 11, 16. That is much lower than Mini. And Mini is not even in the top 10 of the players playing today. So that's what we have. But something else which is really cool I will show you is going to be this. This is the accomplishments of the players in the ASL so far. Let me just quickly pull it out of proportion so you can see. There it is. So the 4 players today, I don't put in Scan because Scan has only played in 1 round of 24 before this season. So it's not really worth noting. But if you look at Shuttle's performance, this is a Shuttle. He's been in 13 round of 24. He's been in 9 round of 16. He's been in 3 quarterfinals. He's been in 2 semifinals and he's been in 1 final, and he's won that 1 final he was in. So that is his performance. As for Mini, he's been in 16 round of 24. He's been in 12 round of 16. He's been in 7 quarterfinals. He's been in 5 semifinals. He's been in 4 finals, and he's won only 1. So that is the difference between these 2 players. Of course, we also have Calm, who's not been in anything. So that's what we have. Anyways, we're gonna be having 3-hatch rush here, Hydra rush coming out from Calm. Let's see how he will be performing. I also have, in addition to the Elo stats, I have the win rate per matchup. So let me just quickly show that to you to see if it actually means something. 1 second. Here are the win rate per matchup. Alright, as you can see, I put in Flash because Scan doesn't have data. So Calm has not played any televised game so far. In the last 3 days, he's only played 2 games against Protoss, and he's lost both. You can see that right here. He's lost both of his games. And as for Shuttle against Zerg, he's 47%. So he's actually not really good, but against Calm, I think he might still have the advantage. So that's what we have coming into this game. Alright, so let's dive right into the action. What else is happening on screen right now beside the 3-hatch Hydrodance build here coming out from our friend? Looks like there's gonna be a quick drone coming out. This might be the, 4729 build. The build that is ever so famously introduced by Queen, where he goes for a 3-hatch Hydra Rush, immediately go for an expansion, and just get a lot of economic advantage based on that. So it all comes down to this Corsair be able to scout or not. For the time being, he can see that there's a lot of Hydras moving across, but it's still not that much. Well, I guess it is a lot. He's making a lot of Hydralisk Calm. So let's see how will be the reaction here from Shuttle. He's making 5 cannons. I think that is starting to get a little bit too much. I think maybe the other, adjustment that Calm is making to this is I don't think he is upgrading Hydras. I mean, would it work? Okay, looks like the 5th hatchery comes up right away. So not hiding, his intents here. And let's see if Shuttle can scout that additional hatchery. I think he can suspect that some weird stuff is happening. His enemy is making Hydras and a 4th hatchery. He must be wondering, this build is not in any textbook that I know. Another hatchery. So 5 hatcheries. So this, he's got to be delaying something. I don't know what exactly he's delaying. I think he's delaying the, he's definitely delaying the Hydralisk upgrade. He's got to be delaying the Hydralisk upgrade because why does he have 6 hatcheries? He's making 6 hatcheries and he's still making a crap tons of Hydras. And looks like, Shuttle is being very, very cautious here. He's making a lot of cannons. He's scouting his courses is still alive, which is good. He sees the 5th hatchery. He doesn't see the 6th hatchery, so everything's looking normal. But this Dark Templar skipped right past everything. The Overlord sees it. How does Calm react? He's returning with the rest of his forces, though. So that's that. But anyways, there's going to be Evolution Chamber, and Hydra's going to have to hide out here. But Shadow still has got a chance to attack correctly here. So let's see how he does. Looks like some cannons are getting cancelled. So that is correct play. The Dark Templar will soon arrive, but I think that egg will be morphing soon. So this Dark Templar will do 0 damage. He will do 0 damage. You can see he's going to try to go for some drone. He gets 1 drone. He will get another drone. Possibly looks like the Hydra's going to try to block the path, and the Dark Templar is going to get sniped. So Calm has played the beautiful game here. He's going to get 1 more drone. No, only 2 drones total. This Corsair is still scouting around but doesn't see the additional hatchery. He needs to go and scout. He doesn't. Okay, now he's going to start to come out. Oh my freaking god. He sees that there was a delay evolution chamber. And he sees that the number of drones is not so high. And now he knows that he's been fooled. He's been played by a, for a fool. Just like Zelensky is played by a fool by the American, presidency. Anyways, now let's see what's going to be the next move here. I mean, of course, the game is not yet over. That correct scouting is better than no scouting at all. So now Shadow's gonna make some adjustment. He need to break out like soon, right? Because when the 4th base, the 4 bases come up and it's freaking ridiculously impossible. Oh my god, the Corsair is gonna turn around. The Corsair is almost dead. Why isn't he even trying to go out there, man? Looks like the Hatch is gonna try to move towards the other side of the map because he thinks that there might be a chance for Dark Templar coming out here. Oh my god, coming up with 6 hatcheries, Spire, and a ridiculous amount of drones, and a lot of units on the field as well. This is the perfect economic setup for Calm. He's got everything here. That's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be so difficult, I think, for our friend Shuttle to get out alive. Excuse me, I have some message on my phone. Anyways, looks like this force is gonna try to move in. Of course, they cannot do anything. That's gonna be a storm, and what a nice pullback. That was an insane pullback. But the second storm might be coming out, though. He might be looking to do the second storm. He's making a lot of high chances, but now there's gonna be the mutualist switch. But the Corsair has been scouting that. You can see the Corsair is lingering around this area. That's gonna be a beautiful storm. He's storming his other units as well, and it's gonna be just scratching these mutuals, not getting anything done though. On Eclipse, this map I think is so hard to get your 3rd base as a Protoss player. There's been so many instances of Zerg just completely covering and cornering and surrounding the Protoss army. The Robo is way too late. The Robo is way too late. There are some Dragoons coming up, but it's gonna get sniped right away. He pulls the weak Dragoons back. He's getting ready to do a nice storm. So that was not a bad storm. You need to get this high ground advantage. He is correct, Shadow, to not go for that early Zealot leg upgrade. The Zealot leg upgrade is kind of delayed here. Now the last Corsair has died. So that's slightly unfortunate. Do we see a switch to Mutas? Looks like there's a lot of creep colony on the other side of the map. It looks like Shadow's gonna try to attack against the 3rd base here, but there are already some lurkers on the high ground. If Calm can come out right now with some counter attack. Okay, he cannot even penetrate because there's a lurker on the high ground. There's even an egg to block here. He's just trying to do a good storm. He stormed the egg, but why is he even storming the egg? Because there are still more lurkers. This is definitely not the end here. There's definitely more lurkers and the completely desperate moves from Shadow. He's gonna get pushed back. That's slightly unfortunate, but it looks like he's gonna try to expand. You know what? I was gonna say, if Calm can slip a lurker, just need 1 lurker, not even 2. 1 lurker, moving along this path to go to that 3rd base at the 1 o'clock position is completely sealed the game for him. but he is not gonna do that. He's just gonna defend correctly here and use his, static structure to hold the area. And now I think Calm is going way too defensive. He doesn't need to be that defensive. He's got good economy. He needs to start to come out and exert his presence, man. I think because the Protoss is allowed to take the third base. Beautiful storm to get so many units and overlords. And yeah, those Hydras got enough. So Calm's, skill level is showing here. He's not really a regular Starcraft player anymore. And okay, another base comes up. So I think Shuttle is doing the correct thing here, whereas Calm is trying to rush to Defiler Mount. And a lot of units, anyways, some crackling's gonna come out, so he's gonna try to attack this base, and Shadow's gonna start to move over there. He need to be ready. He need to position like a Zelle here to make sure that there can be no forces moving out. He need to try to stop the Zerglings. The Zellot's gonna try to buy some time. The Zellot is precious in buying a lot of time here. The Dragoons could also be precious to buy time. Looks like the Nexus is gonna get targeted upon. That's gonna be a mistake. This Nexus cannot get destroyed, I don't think. Or maybe. Looks like the Nexus is gonna get cancelled. The Nexus is cancelled. It's now the Nexus lives. The Nexus lives, and there's just so many forces in that area now. So Shadow will have 3 bases. But now it's gonna be Calm's turn to go for the revenge here. It's gonna move up with a lot of forces coming from all sides. It's gonna try to take this 5th base, and the game will go on for a long time, guys. Calm will take this entire bottom right of the map, where Shadow's gonna try to take this top left. I mean, both of these guys are playing like, I don't know, like it's a fastest game, just gobbling up the entire map and trying to go for just so many bases. It's gonna be what these guys are trying to go for supply-wise. Shadow is ahead by about 10 supplies, got his new base, he's gonna get his 4th base, he's gonna get his 5th base, and Calm is, of course, still stuck on 4 bases. Double Defiler mount to rush the Defilers here. Of course, the correct response to this as a Protoss player, I think, might be going for Reavers. You need to have Reavers to defend correctly. Probes getting transferred towards the 4th base. That is not getting transferred towards the 5th base, guys. The 3rd base, guys. There's going to become cannons because there could be potential for a drop. On this map, it's not so easy to drop as a Zerg. No. You cannot drop the main without going towards the expansion because you need to go to this area. And this area is always controlled by Protoss. So that's that. Anyways, Shadow's doing the correct thing here. Anyways, why are these random overlords hanging out in the middle of the map? I'm not so sure. But there's going to be some more cannons. There need to be a second robo. There is second robo, which is great. And there might need to be also a switch to Mutualist from Calm. I think so. I definitely think so. Anyways, these Zerglings have got +1 weapons and +1 armor. Protoss got +1 weapons and +2 armor. We might have Storm from the low ground. It's going to be nicer because we don't have Nidus Canals yet. Reinforcement coming from the left side. Zealot's going to try to get on the high ground. That's a mistake. Need to stop this reinforcement first. He does try to go for the Storm. Possibly he's going to Storm what now? He storms both of the Lurkers, but he's not able to finish up the job. He need to get on the high ground and storm those Lurkers. I mean, what the weak-ass Storm that was. He spent 2 Storms for nothing. Anyways, this is going to be a nice attack now, and he's going to be to get 1 Lurker, or maybe 2. He will get the second Lurker. He's going to need to attack it. That Lurker has been damaged. Nice Storm on the 3rd Lurker as well, and so many units are going to be falling out, and good use of energy coming from Protoss side. He pulls back at just the right moment, and now Shadow's ahead by about 30 supply. I'm going to put this game to list the best game for this year, just because it was so insanely good. Just so long and satisfying. It is like, when you're about to, I don't know, get it off yourself, and you don't want to end it so quickly because you want this intensity, you want this pleasure to last forever. That's exactly what's happening here. On the one hand, I do want Shuttle to win right now, but on the other hand, I want the game to go on forever. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, no climax at all. Just keep on going and going and going. Anyways, there's going to be a counter attack coming from Calm. He's sending the rest of his forces. We're going to be having the first Shuttle game. Not so sure why you make a Shuttle in PvZ. Maybe he's going to be going for Storm Drop later. Maybe that is the intent. But now we're going to be having a deeply entrenched Protoss player with 4 bases versus a 5-base Zerg player. And this top lap is going to be insanity here. We've seen so many crazy games on Eclipse where this base keeps on getting, going back and forth between the 2 different players. He's going to have to storm 1 more. He loses the Archon, but he's able to kill that units. And now look at the upgrades. So the high tip, each of the high tippers got 125 energy, which is going to be allowing them to get maximum of 3 storms here. He's going gonna be having more storm. What are these items is gonna come through and destroy the last of the lurkers? Gonna need to morph into Archons now. More Reavers coming out, but what about the 5th base? You need to have the 5th base. You need to upgrade. You need to have triple forge. As a Protoss player, you need to have 3 forges at this point in time, and you need to have Observer with speed. You need to have the Reavers with Scarab upgrades. You need to have everything. Anyways, the single Archon is gonna run back now to save time, and you know, by time. Oh my God, looks like there's gonna be a counter attack right here. This probe walked right past it, and looks like Calm is determined to take the top left. By the way, on this map, if Zerg takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases, Protoss loses. He loses. But if you know, Protoss takes 5 bases and Zerg takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then Protoss wins. So that is the economics of this game, if you don't know. Anyways, there's gonna be some, you know, movement across the middle area. There's a shuttle, and why does he even use I don't understand why do you need to have a shuttle in a PvZ. I guess he wants to transport the Reavers, but oh my God, he's gonna transfer the entire force towards his bottom right, but that's gonna leave his main base open to Zerg counterattack. He gets some Zelle out on the high ground, but there's a Nidus Canal. There's some Reaver shot, which greatly target everything here. That's gonna be great. What about Calm's the north top left corner of the map forces? Is he gonna use those forces? That's a beautiful storm to kill out so many forces. High to get on high ground. He's gonna storm more. He gets the Zerglings. No reaction from Calm's bottom left. Take a look at the top left there. He's still waiting there. He's not using that force to go for counter attack. There's gonna be observers and no reinforcement at all. Now there's reinforcement. The Reaver's gonna get sniped. Oh my God, Shadow's overextended himself. Pick up the Reaver. He's gonna pull back. There's only Dragoons left now. He's lost all his Zealots, and this is gonna move on to retreat. He cannot win this battle right here. Need to retreat. The Reavers is still doing some good shot. Now the Archon gets on. Beautiful storm from the low ground. Looks like Shadow has studied this map. He knows he can storm from the various, you know, small corners of the low ground here. That Hyper getting sniped. Reaver shots still doing great attack here. But Calm has taken the top left, and Shadow need to retreat now. Retreat and just get more high tablets and come back later. Come back later, I think, because now look at this, guys. Zerg has got 7 bases. Protoss is still on 4. Protoss is still on 4. Can you switch to Arbiters? Why not? Just go insane and just do some insane stuff, basically, because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think there's still possibility to do a lot of crazy attacks. Anyways, yeah, look at the mineral count. Look at his mineral count. He's got 3,000 minerals in the bank. I mean, this is like that game between Stork and GG Play, man. Just make some Dark Archon and go for mind control and Maelstrom and what knows what else could be possible at this point in time. But this base cannot get assaulted. You can try to storm it from the low ground. That's the only thing you can try to do. More Zerg coming through, and probes getting transferred, and this top left goes to Zerg. If it goes to Zerg, that means there is going to be Ultras. The Shadow's gonna land here, destroy the Nidus Canal. Nidus Canal gets the 9 minutes to pick up the Reaver, picks up the Reaver and retreat. That was a pivotal moment of this game. That would change completely the dynamics, the complexity of this game. He's gonna have a lot of Reavers. What is it? The lurkers all died. No reaction from Calm's top left side. He's still leaving those units here. The Reaver's gonna get sniped though. Observer's not get sniped. Observer is gonna get sniped. But got reinforcement from the left side, but they're gonna get stormed to death. It's gonna be a lot better for Calm to counterattack against the 11 o'clock positions, man. He loses his base. The high ground is gonna be high ground. The Archons are buying so much time. Good storm from the high ground against the incoming unit. The Archons gonna be holding that choke forever. The Shuttle will fall. That's gonna be another beautiful storm. There's gonna be still more storm. Calm should abandon this position. He cannot win. Try to focus on the top left, man. Try to focus on the top left is my message to Calm here. He's gonna try to mine it as much as possible, but temporarily he's been 1 base short. He's been 1 base short. What about this area? I mean, these forces cannot leave. They cannot leave. So that's also gonna be a problem with Shadow. His entire force is stuck here forever. They're stuck here forever. Observer is gonna be to check the shit. I think he's need to be a bit defensive. Shadow, he cannot just come down the ramp with 2 Reavers like this. He's gonna try to come anyways. And there's gonna be a Defiler there to cast something. The Defiler will cast a great plague on a single units. And those units gonna retreat. He's gonna storm nothing. He's gonna storm some random stuff. He will pick up. He will destroy 1 Reaver. He's go back up. That's it. That's the moment. He just need to go back now. Reinforcement coming through. Shadow need to find a way to take the bottom right because his entire force is stuck there. He's got like 40 or 50 supply worth of units doing nothing. They're just hanging out here, and Calm could try to strike the middle area right now if he wishes to. Okay, looks like Shadow's gonna pick up some probes. That is gonna be what he's gonna try to do here. I would say go for Arbiters. I mean, in a normal game, you don't go for arbiters, but I think that this game guarantees for arbiters. Because you want to kind of, I don't know, stasis your enemies, but also want to recall against them because you have so much money. 4,300 meters. What would you be doing except, you know, making arbiters? You could be doing a lot of things, and arbiters is one of the things that you could be doing. Why is this defiler hanging out here in the corner? Anyways, it's gonna be a nice attack here, and looks like Calm is gonna have the defensive position here. He needs to reinforce from the top left. He goes trying to go that, and looks like Shuttle's gonna get pushed back. Zelle is gonna get. Oh my God, this might be a moment of weakness. This might be a moment of weakness here. The Shuttle is not. I think the Shuttle needs to return home and pick up more forces because it's not enough. This cannot hold correctly here. He only has 2 Hydra plus 3 Dragoons, 1 Archon, and 3 Zealots. It's not enough to hold that area. More Zerg forces coming through. The Archon's gonna be buying time. He's gonna be storming. The storm will be buying a lot of time. He needs to storm more. He does a great storm against the Hydralisk. The Reavers need to get pulled back. Now looks like the Zerg have you know, reached this area though. He needs to storm more. He does a great storm. Doesn't hit anything though. The next storm is gonna having some cannons and blocking the. Like I was gonna tell you, you need to have. Oh my God, there's gonna be a drop. This is a drop or what? Is it a drop? Looks like this base is completely toasted. The Reaver's not able to hold it. There's only 2 cannons. The Defiler's not here. There's gonna be an Archon to buy time. The Archon is buying a lot of times, but at the last minute, the Dragoons cannot hold. The Gateway is buying a lot of time though. But take a look at the top left. There's going to be a major Protoss attack at this base now. This base is completely under-defended, I think. There's going to be some beautiful storm. Some Hydra is going to come through. Good storm. And Shuttle need to win this battle. Right now, if he loses this battle, he's going to be out of money, I think. The Nidus Canal is able to protect and reinforce. And the Nexus will fall. The Nexus has fallen, guys. That was a bad mistake. You know what? You have 2 robotics. You need to make, like, a lot of shuttles, not just 1 shuttle. You need to have, like, 4 or 5 shuttles. Or go for arbiters. You had all the time in the world for go for arbiters. You need to storm. What are you doing? He's gonna try to attack. He need to pull back. He will storm the reinforcement, which is gonna be impossible here. Looks like Calm has done it. Possibly Calm will be up 1 more base. Okay, these forces will be able to reinforce, and Shuttle is gonna be running out of money. He's gonna be running out of money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be impossible. You need to use this item to do some good storm here. Now the Reaver shot will cost money. The Reaver shot will cost money. What is gonna be the next attack here? This base is still being able to mine a lot. And this Nidus Canal is protecting, you know, Calm a lot in this base though. Finally, there's going to be a probe coming out. So this Nexus, excuse me, the hatchery will get reclaimed here. And Shuttle now realizes he needs to use his fast shuttle for something. He will come out. He needs to be careful. The Shuttle's going to get sniped. Looks like the Reaver will take some good shot though. And he will start to attack against the Sunken. He's got to be very careful because the Sunkens have good range. He needs to pick up both of his Reavers. He's so clumsy. He loses the first Reaver. But now he's going to hit those double Hydras in the back. But at the 23rd minute of the game is still going strong. But Shuttle is slowly losing the grips on this game. He will need to attack. He's going to try to slowly eat away the Sunken. Need to pick up the Reaver now. He's not paying attention. What are you freaking indeed? What goddamn noob Shuttle, man? He reinforced now. He needs to pick up something else. He's got one inside of this Shuttle. He's got possibly double Reavers. He's got a single Reaver. He's got double Reavers. It's going to be very good. But he needs to start to make High Templars because High Templars is, you know, they don't cost money. Whereas Reaver shot costs money. Anyways, the Reavers come down, and this is a losing game. He's not even micro. He needs to send some Dragoons down to support, but the Shuttle is not picking up the forces. Oh my God, are you insane, Shuttle? You are so noob. He will put the Reavers in the corner, and now there's gonna be those double lurker. You need to go and hide around, just hide and just rotate out his Shuttles. At least Shuttles is trading reasonably well. He's trading really good. He's trading good. He's trading very effectively. He needs to make more High Templars and less Reavers. That is my, you know, my advice to him. Just use his Observer. There's gonna be a nice plague, a beautiful plague on everything. Of course, you know, that's fine. And you know, as a Protoss player in a late game, I don't really care about plague because it's like a given. You will always be plagued. But what you need to do is trade well. I mean, if Snow was playing, I mean, these lurkers would not hold a chance. They will not hold a chance. We even need to pick up that. Is that a new Shuttle or the old Shuttle? I think that is an old Shuttle. It's damaged, but the Reavers are doing good shot. But great, now there's going to be a moment to stop right here because reinforcement will be coming from the side. Dragoons need to come down south and support as well. Hydralisk is going to get destroyed, and reinforcement coming through, and Shuttle is still mining okay, but look at the huge reinforcement from Zerg. Good to attack. Need to use some of the Hydralisk more effectively. You need to send more Hydralisk to the battles, to the front. You need to pick up one of the Reavers. He needs to pull back one of the Reavers. Going to do a good storm. Look at this incessant storms. Just storms after storm. This is like, I don't know what month month of the year it is, but it's so stormy. And looks like this Hydra's gonna get pushed back. There's still a couple of lurkers remaining. Shuttle is ahead by about 20 supplies. Gonna storm once again, possibly. But look at the huge reinforcement from Zerg. I mean, I think Calm has got something like 12 hatcheries. He's got so many hatcheries. That is Storm. That doesn't really get anything done. He will Storm again. He will get 2 lurkers, which is great. The last Reaver has fallen. Okay, there's gonna be more Reavers, but where's some reinforcement? You can see the reinforcement coming from the side of the map now. The Reaver's gonna get picked up once again. I mean, this is gonna be the Alamo here from both of these players. Those Reavers, are they strong enough? Those Archons are buying so much time. Good storms, the Hydra is eating up so many Hydras, and the Shuttle will pull back. Shuttle is using the Shuttle true to his name. This is a real Shuttle player. It's not a fake Shuttle player, and the Reaver's gonna do a good shot against the Lurkers. Where's Observer? Do we have observers? Where are the observers? What are these Archons doing? Where's the observers? I think he's got an observer somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly, but I'm sure he can see those lurkers. Anyways, he's gonna lose the first Reaver. He's gonna pull back. He's gonna lose another one, but he's doing good trade. He's doing good trade. And where's observer? There's observer. He will come out and he will destroy that lurker, which is fine. He will storm one more Dragoon Seed to attack. He's gonna be wasting his storm on those units. He's gonna pick up the Reaver right now. The Shuttle's gonna get targeted upon once again, but there's still more units. He needs to place the Reaver on the northern side, and this bottom right base of the map is not yet held here. Dragoons attacking correctly. There's gonna be good shots, but how much money remains for both of these players? He's using Reavers. Need to be using Storm because Storms don't cost money. Good Storm against those lurkers on the southern side. He does once again good Storm. He needs to pick up. And I guess you don't really need to use Reavers at this point anymore because like the money situation for Shuttle is really bad. 500 monies. He's running out of money, so it looks like good Storm on the drone line. This is gonna be the final battle of the game. Hydra's getting tossed, and this base is held. This base is held. Both players are running out of money like crazy, but reinforcements are so strong. That also not being deployed, but so many storms. Incessant storms, just insane amount of storms coming from Shuttle. But is it enough? Is it enough? Running out of energy. There's gonna be another storm here in the corner. He's got energy for 2 more storms, maybe. He goes for 1 more storms. He's gonna try to snipe the hatchery, possibly, and then do distance mining. He's running out of money. He's running out of minerals to make scarabs. He's pushing the Zerg unit back. He needs to get that last Sunkens. Nice attack. The Reavers are still alive. He's gonna try to attack and kill up. Okay, that's great. He needs to get that hatchery. He's gonna. Oh my god, he's gonna have to go for distance mining now. He has to go for distance mining now. This hatchery will fall. The hatchery has fallen. The hatchery has fallen. This game is so close. We've never seen a game that is this close between Protoss and Zerg since Snow and Soki on that map that I don't remember. Anyways, look at the huge reinforcement. The Shuttle has officially run out of money. Ladies and gentlemen, he cannot have money to make scarabs. Why does it even make Reavers anymore? We don't even need Reavers. He's gonna try to micro. He's gonna attack a single drone. Calm running out of money. Calm running out of money. And this base, oh god, for probes coming through. He's got a battle with the probes, guys. Why using Reavers? You're running out of money. He's gonna try to snipe the Defiler. Okay, he's gonna storm something, but there are only Sunkens left. Attack with your Zealot right now. You don't even have Zealot. You don't even have Zealot. The probe's gonna be mining now. You need to distance mining those lurkers who need to come out. He's gonna go through distance mining now. He's gonna try to kill the last of the Sunken. He gets those Sunken. The probes need to go to the mine now. You need to get those money. Some Dragoon's getting stuck. He's running out of minerals. The probes. The Pakama's got additional amount of money. He's got additional money. The Shadow sees his decision. He's gotta see it. He's gonna pick up one of his Reavers. The Reavers don't have the scarabs. The Shuttle gets sniped. The Shuttle gets sniped. Distance mining. There are only a few units remaining left for Shuttle. Shuttle is gonna send all of his probes to the mineral line now. This is like the good luck in the Russian whatever confederation, where you have to work to your death here in the harshest conditions in winter. For failing to recognize that Stalin is the supreme leader of the Soviet Empire. Anyways, this is gonna be the final battle here because Shuttle is officially running out of money. The Dragoons are not attacking. Where's the Observer? Where is the Observer? You need to storm. There's still hope left for Shuttle. There's still hope left. You need to storm these units. He's storming. Where's Observer? You need to make observers. The money needs to be used to make observers. There's still a single lurkers inside that group. He gets that last lurker. He needs to get 1 more lurker. The probes can get destroyed. Need to storm that last lurker. He does storm it. We need 1 more storm. He need 1 more storm. He does storm it correctly and calm. Is he out of money? Who's out of money? I don't know. That Divider is still alive. The probes are running back and forth. We need to have more lurkers. Archon's gonna be buying the field. Kill the freaking goddamn Divider, man. He pushes. He needs to storm. Does he have energy for storm? Does he have energy for storm? Does he doesn't have energy for pulling back. The Reaver's doing some good shot. He's doing some nice but good dodge to the Hydra. Fucking. Sorry for swearing. I think this game will get a 5-star from me. Oh what, man? It's still going on. The game is not yet over. The Archon is buying so much time. Good storm. Do we have more Hydra as the Shuttle need to manage his economy? He's getting pushed back. He's got 3 Dragoons, 2 Dragoons, 1 Archon, 5,000 probes, and there's so many units that remain. That's gonna be the end of the game. Here, Shuttle will lose this game, and he will have a chance to come back in the fight against Calm. But that was a ridiculous game. This game gets a 4-star from me right at the start of round 24. So if you enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me coffee. Link to that is going to be in the video description, because this video did not have any ads throughout the entire video. Just one ad in the video game. What is this? This is gonna be a high template drop. What is this for? What is it? What is this move? GG from Shuttle. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.